All are getting my screen and voice. Please confirm. Please confirm in chat box. All are getting my screen and voice. Fine. Right, yes. So in previous two sessions, in the last two sessions, we discussed about what is infrastructure, what is infrastructure, what is cloud computing, what is cloud computing, what are the advantages of cloud computing, the advantages of cloud computing, advantages of cloud computing. Next, AWS introduction also we discussed. Right. So AWS services, how many ways these services are classified? Services overview. How many ways these services are classified? Like IaaS, PaaS, SaaS, right? Those things we discussed. Next, we discussed about AWS regions, what regions are available, right? And availability zones. Regions and availability zones. And finally, we discussed free tier account creation. Free tier the account creation in AWS. Right, all these concepts we discussed in last two sessions, guys. All these concepts we discussed in last two sessions. Please have a look into this. Please have a look into these things, guys. All are created the account in AWS. All are created the account in AWS. So, Raju, so what is the difference between IaaS, PaaS, SaaS? Yes. Provider as a service, PaaS stands for. In IaaS, what you will get, in PaaS, what you will get, in SaaS, what you will get. What advantages we have with cloud computing?
Raju use and
Right, guys, please concentrate while explaining. See guys, so these topics we discussed in last two sessions guys. Today we are going to start our discussion about the first AWS service is EC2 service guys. EC2 service. The first AWS service is EC2 service we are going to discuss. Right guys, first tell me what is EC2 stands for. What is EC2 stands for? Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay, by using this EC2, what we can do? By using this EC2 service, what we can do? We can create the virtual machines, guys. We will use this EC2 service to create the virtual machines. By using EC2, we will create the virtual machines. We will create the virtual machines. What virtual machines we can create? What virtual machines we can create? We can create Windows virtual machines. We can create Linux virtual machines. We can create Mac virtual machines also. And Windows virtual machines, Linux virtual machines, Mac virtual machines, like this, we can create virtual machines by using EC2 service. Right. So the EC2 virtual machines, whatever you are creating, those virtual machines, we will call it as instances or servers. Right. EC2 virtual machines, EC2 virtual machines, we can call it as instances. Instances we can call servers also. Servers, instances, servers are VMs. VMs guys. Next. Right. See guys, go through these steps guys. What is EC2? Elastic Compute Cloud. By using EC2, we will create the virtual machines. What virtual machines you can create? Windows virtual machines we can create, Linux virtual machines we can create, Mac virtual machines we can create, etc. And EC2 virtual machines, whatever the virtual machines we are creating by using this EC2, those virtual machines we can call it as instances, servers, or virtual machines, VMs, like this we will call guys. Right? Observe carefully. See guys, if you search here EC2, see guys, here you can see EC2 for what guys? EC2 for what? Virtual servers in the cloud. By using this EC2, we can create virtual servers in the cloud. Right guys, see here EC2 instances are resizable guys. If you want, you can take multiple virtual machines. If you want, you can remove the virtual machines also. Means scale up and scale down. This based on your requirement, you can create multiple virtual machines also. Based on your requirement, you can create any number of virtual machines. Any number of virtual machines. Right. So here, how they will charge the billing, guys? What is the billing policy? What is the billing policy, guys? Here you are creating multiple virtual machines. What is the billing policy for this? What is the billing policy? Guys, generally, once you create the account in AWS, monthly 750 hours you will get free, guys. Monthly 750 hours you will get. Once that 750 hours got crashed, right? If you cross that 750 hours, right, next from after that 750 hours, automatically your billing will start. Right, see here, suppose I have created one EC2 virtual machine, but I have used only 10 minutes. Right, if you use 10 minutes or 5 minutes or 1 minute also, the minimum billing charge is 1 hour. Minimum they will charge for 1 hour, guys. Even if you used 1 minute also, 2 minutes also, minimum they will charge for 1 hour, guys. Hourly basis they will charge. Hourly basis they will charge, guys. And here minimum billing charges. Minimum billing period is 1 hour. Minimum 1 hour they will charge, guys. Easy to instance. Billing will be calculated hourly basis. Minimum billing period is 1 hour, guys. Minimum 1 hour, guys. Right, guys. See, whenever you have created EC2 instance, 750 hours, account in AWS, per month 750 hours you will get. If that 750 hours over, then only this billing will start, guys. Then billing will start. Right? How they will calculate the billing? Hourly basis. Minimum billing period is 1 hour. Even if you use 1 minute or 2 minutes also, they will consider as 1 hour only. Minimum billing period is 1 hour, guys. Please go through these steps, guys.
Check how many hours I use like it.
I will show. We can check how the bill, how much amount is generated, how many hours we use. I will show. We can check. Guys, yesterday I told even bill is generated. No worry, we can send a mail to them, and they will make it 0. If you are not sending any mail and if you are not paying the bill, right, they will suspend your account. Here, fine. Here, go to this EC2 instance. Go to this EC2 instance. Right. See here, how many instance types are available? Observe carefully, guys. Here we have on-demand instances. On-demand instances are available. Right. Spot instances are available. Next, dedicated hosts are available. Reserved instances are available, guys. See, dedicated hosts are available, reserved instances are available, spot instances are available. And these are the 4 types. One is on-demanded instance types. On-demanded instances, guys. Here total we have 4 types of instances are available. Four types of instances are available. One is on-demand instances. Second one is reserved instances. Third one is spot instances. Fourth one is dedicated instances. See, here we have how many types of EC2 instances are available. Instance types. Instance types. Right. So EC2 instance types. What we have, guys? One is on-demand instances. Second one is reserved instances. Third one is spot instances. Right. Fourth one is dedicated instances. So like this, we have several types of instances are available. On-demand instances, reserved instances, spot instances, dedicated instances. Here you can see under instances, you can see spot instances, reserved instances, dedicated instances, and on-demand instances. Total 4 types are available. Total 4 types of instances are available. Right. Now tell me, what is this on-demand instances? Guys? Right. See here, on-demand means when we need at that time only we can take it. When we need the instances, we can create it. Whenever you want the instance, whenever you want the service, at that time only you can create on demand basis. Based on your requirement, when you want the instances, at that time only you can able to create the instance. The default one is on demand instance, guys. Default one is on demand instance. On demand means what? Whenever instances are required, at that time only you can able to create. On demand instances means what? When we require the instance, we can create instances based on the demand. Guys, based on the demand. Demand means what? Whenever you require, at that time only you can able to create those instances. That is on demand instances, guys. Right. For this on demand instances, guys, is there any commitment? If you create the instance, compulsory you need to use these many days, these many months, these many years. Like that, is there any commitment in this on demand instances? No. There is no such kind of commitment in this on-demand instances. Whenever you want, you can create. Whenever you want, you can terminate. There is no commitment like if you create the instance, compulsory you need to use this many number of months, these many number of years. Like that, we don't have any such kind of commitments in on-demand instances. We don't have any commitments in these on-demand instances. Right. Next here, guys, what about the payment? Is there any upfront payments, guys? Is there any upfront payments? No, guys. You no need to pay anything before. Guys. There is no upfront payments in on-demand instances. After usage, only bill will be generated. Based on that bill, you need to pay. Like example, postpaid bills. How we are paying postpaid bills? After 1 month, the bill will generate how much you used that. Right, according to that only you need to pay the bill. Here also there is no upfront payments. Once bill is generated, how much time, how many hours you used, based on that only you need to pay the amount, guys. There is no upfront payments in on-demand instances. You go with on-demand instances, there is no upfront payments. Right? What about price, guys? Price is fixed. Hourly this much. Price is fixed. Price also Price also fixed in on-demand instances. Price also fixed in this on-demand instance case. Guys, please have a look into this. Default one is on-demand instance only. Right? On-demand instance means what? We can create the instances based on the demand. Whenever you want the instance, at that time you can create. And once your job is completed, you can terminate those instances. There is no commitments, guys. We don't have any commitments. We don't have any commitments. We don't have any commitments. You can terminate at any point of time. If you don't want, your work is completed, you can terminate at any point of time. There is no commitments in on-demand instances. There is no upfront payments, guys. This is kind of post-paid bills, right? First use, later paid. There is no upfront payments, right? The price also fixed in on-demand instances, guys. Hourly, this much you need to pay, like that. Price also fixed. Guys, what instance types are available? Just now I told you can create any number of instances. Based on your demand, you can create any number of instances. See here, in my project, and I'm going to create one sonar. Sonar is required. For sonar, I will create one instance. For Jenkins, I will create one instance, right? For Maven, I will create one instance. Based on your project requirement, you can create any number of on-demand instances. There is no limit. You can create any number of instances. But only one thing what you need to remember, once your work is completed, please stop those instances. Otherwise, bill will be generated. Have you looked into these things, guys, once? Right. So next one is reserved instances. What is this reserved instances? What is this reserved instances? What is this reserved instances, guys? Guys, so here we are reserving the instances. Long-term commitment is there. Long-term commitment is there. For 1 day or 2 days, you can't able to reserve the instances, guys. For 1 day or 2 days, you can't able to reserve the instances. Long-term, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 1 to 3 years, right? You need to reserve. Here, long-term commitments are available in this reserved instances. And the next, upfront payment. You need to do upfront payment. Right? You need to do upfront payment in reserved instances, guys. And you are booking one instance. You are taking one private instance, one separate instance you are taking. So compulsory you need to do upfront payment. And long-term commitments also required at here. Right? In reserved instances, upfront payment we need to do upfront payments in reserved instances. We need to do upfront payments in reserved instances. Right? Here, long-term commitments, guys. Here we have long-term commitments. Long-term commitments. Right? Long-term commitments means 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, like that, guys. Right? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, like that. We have long-term commitments are available at here, guys. Right? So AWS, if you take more time, then AWS will provide the discount also, guys. AWS will provide the discount also when we go for more time. AWS will provide discount for EC2 instances reservation. Here we are going to reserving the instances, right? In that case, AWS is providing some discount also. Why? Because for long term only we will go for this reserved instances, and when you go for long term, compulsory AWS will give some discount also. And here minimum, right? 1 year, 1 year. Or 2 years or 3 years, like that. So like that, long-term commitment is required here, guys. These are the reserved instances. We are taking one personal instance. We are reserving one instance, guys. So compulsory, we need to take long-term and we need to do some upfront payments. And here, AWS will provide some discount also when we go for long-term, guys. Here we have the option reserved instances. See, reserved instances are available. Click on this. Right. See here, we don't have any reserved instances. See here, button is there. Purchase reserved instance. Purchase reserved instance, guys. See, platform, Linux or Unix, instance type. Right. See, guys, tenancy, term, right, offering class, right, payment options. Right, upfront payment is required. Before creating the instance only, you need to make the payments. Payment option also available at here. And here you need to select your options, click on search. See guys, it will go to view cart. It will add to view cart, guys. Whenever you make the payment, at that time instance will be created. Clear, guys? On-demand instances and reserved instances. Next one is spot instances. Spot instances, guys. What is this spot instances, guys? What is this spot instances? Guys, in this spot instances, sometimes you will get very high-end configure instances, guys. And you are creating instance means some software also you will get in that. Right? How you are creating the instance? By using AMI. By using Amazon Machine Image, you are creating the instances. If there is any software in that AMI, those softwares also you will get. Right, here you are creating instance means that some softwares also you are getting in that, guys. Sometimes very high-end configuration instances you will get. See guys, I have created some instances for my business purpose. I have created some instances for my business purpose, guys. After that, I'm not making the payments. I'm doing the delays. I'm doing delays the payments. I'm not making any payments, guys. My business is not running properly. That's why I'm going to stop my business. At that time, these instances, whatever the instances I'm not using, whatever the instances I have leave, those instances, they will put on biddings, guys. They will put on bidding. Suppose if you take any vehicle on finance, guys. If you take any vehicle on finance, suppose if you are not paying continuously 3 installments, what they will do? They will come and collect the vehicle. Right? Collecting the vehicle also you are not responding. What they will do? They will put in the bidding, guys. Right? All the vehicles, they will collect 100 vehicles, 200 vehicles bulk, and they will put all the vehicles in the bidding. At that time, right, some good vehicles you will get for low price. Right? Good vehicles also you will get for low price, guys. Here also, if I am not using, right, I have created for my business purpose high-end configured, high-end instances I have created, but I am not using, guys. So I don't want to continue with those things. At that time, I'm not making the payments also. What they will do? They will come and collect those instances and they will put in the bidding, guys. In that bidding, if you participate on spot, immediately you will get those instances. Spot instances you will get, but you need to participate in the bidding. You need to participate in the bidding. In that bidding, you will get the high-end configurations also with the low price also. Low price, high-end configuration instances you will get if you go for that bidding, guys. Understood? Spot instances. Go to here. Here we have spot requests. Bidding is nothing but auction, guys. See, guys, here we don't have anything. We don't have anything at here. Request for spot instance. Request for spot instances. Right. You need to fill all these things. Right? Like this. You need to participate, guys. Guys, we don't want all these things. And generally we will go for on demand only. Right? But I'm showing these many types are available. Yes, spot instances, and here bidding option is available. Bidding option is available in spot instances. Right here you will get high-end instances also, guys. High-end systems in bidding. Bidding, sometimes we will get high-end systems we will get, guys. In bidding, sometimes we will get high-end systems also with the low charges, with the low price. Right, guys. This is the spot instances. See, guys, what instances we discussed? On-demand instances is available. Reserved instances are available. Spot instances are available. Right, dedicated instances are available. What is the dedicated instance? What is the dedicated instances, guys? I want personal computer. See, guys, here we are creating the virtual machines. Physically, can you able to see these virtual machines? Physically, those virtual machines are visible? No, guys. These virtual machines are physically not visible, but you can connect with those virtual machines and you can work. But physically, these machines are not visible. But if you want, AWS will provide physical machines also. AWS will provide personal physical machines also. AWS is providing on rent, guys. And here, physical computers you will get. And dedicated instances means you will get physical computers. Dedicated instances. Dedicated instance means what you will get here. Here you will get, right, physical machines. Physical computers, physical machines you will get. Right. And in these physical machines, you are getting dedicated machine, right? And you are getting dedicated machine. So you will get licensed softwares, guys. In that physical machines, you will get all licensed softwares. In that physical machines, you will get all licensed software. Licensed software you will get it here, guys. Licensed software you will get in the physical machines. Right. So these dedicated instances are much cost, guys, much coster, right, compare with other instances, guys. Dedicated instances are, right, much coster, right, much costly than other instances. Please. And if you compare with other instances, these dedicated instances are costly. Right? Why, guys? Here you are going to get physical machines. and you are getting everything is a licensed software. That's why compare with other instances, these dedicated instances are costly, guys. See guys, here we have dedicated hosts. Dedicated hosts are available. Allocate a dedicated mission. Allocate a dedicated mission for me. Right? So like that, right? All these are the chargeable, guys. All these are the chargeable. Please have a look into these things, guys. Please have a look. What instance types are available? Right here, on-demand instance is the default instance. Reserved instance, spot instance, dedicated instance. Please have a look into this. What is EC2 service? What is EC2 service? What instance types are available? Please have a look into this. Right. So next guys. Click on this instance types, guys. See guys, here we have several instance types are available. 370 instance types are available at here. 370 instance types are available, guys. See guys, what we have, see guys, first here multiple families are available, guys. Right, we will call it as instance families and family members, guys. Right, this instance types means we will call it as instance families and family member. Right. See guys, suppose at your home, right, so and so family, right, you are belongs to so and so family, and they will tell your father name with that family, guys, right, so and so family, right. So here also some families are available. What families are available, guys? T2 family, T2 family, T3 family. See guys, T2 family, T3 family, like that. A1 family, A1 family, C4 family, like this. We have C5 family. Several families are available at here. These are the families, guys. T2, T3, A1, A4, C5. These are the families. These are the families, guys. In that family, right, nano is a family member. Micro is a family member. Small. See, guys, T2 dot nano. In T2 family, nano is a family member. In T2 family, micro is a family member. In T2 family, small is family member. In T2 family, medium is family member. In T2 family, large is one family member. In T2 family, extra large is one family member. In T2 family, double extra large one family member. Like that. These are the family members. These are the family members, guys. Generally, when you are going to create the EC2 instance, which family member you will get? T2.micro. This is the free tier eligible. This is the free tier eligible, guys. You no need to make any payment. This is completely free. T2.micro you will get as a free tier eligible. Free tier eligible, you will get T2.micro. Right? But here, sometimes this T2.micro is not sufficient. Sometimes T2.micro is not sufficient. Why? With this T2.micro, we are getting only 1 GB RAM. We are getting only 1 GB RAM. We are getting, guys, 1 GB only we are getting. T2.nano, we are getting 0.5. T2.small, we are getting 2 GB. T2.medium, we are getting 4 GB. T2.large, we are getting 8 GB. T2.large, we are getting 8 GB. T2.extra large, 16 GB. T2.double extra large, 32 GB we are getting. Sometimes here 1 GB is not sufficient. 1 GB is not sufficient, guys. In this 1 GB only operating system also is there. This 1 GB only operating system also running. So for our requirement, sometimes T2.micro is not sufficient. In that case, we need to go for other instance types. Other instance types, other family members we need to take. See, if I want to run the Sonar job, tomorrow I want to run on Sonar server. Just to run the Sonar server, we need 2 GB space. We need 2 GB RAM is required to run the Sonar. But in T2.micro, we are getting only 1 GB. Is it sufficient? Can I create instance for Sonar server by using T2.micro? Can I create EC2 instance for Sonar server by using T2.micro? No, we can't. We can't able to create. Why? Because here we are getting only 1 GB space. 1 GB is not sufficient for me. Okay, you want 2 GB, right? So then take T2.small. Is it sufficient? It is not sufficient. To run only Sonar server, we need 2 GB. But what about operating system? Without operating system, can you able to perform anything? No, operating system also should run. For operating system, some space is required. A complete 2 GB is required only for Sonar. Right? For operating system, some space is required, but here 2 GB is not sufficient for that. Then we need to go for T2.medium. This T2.medium, we are getting 4 GB space. 4 GB we are getting. So here I will use 2 GB for Sonar, some GB I will use for operating system also. Like that. Based on your requirement, we need to choose corresponding instance. Corresponding instance type we need to choose. By default, you will get a T2.micro as a free tier. As a free tier, you will get a T2.micro. With this T2.micro, we will get only 1 GB space. Is it clear, guys? Here we have several families are available. T2 family, T3 family, A1 family, A5 family. See, right, like this. See, guys, A1, C4, C5, like this. Several families are available. Right, under those families, nano, micro, small, medium, large, extra large, double extra large. These are the family members. Based on our requirement, we need to choose the instance type, guys. By default, you will get a T2.micro as a free tier eligible. Free tier eligible means what? You no need to pay anything for this T2.micro instances. For T2.micro, we no need to pay anything. This is free. But this is sometimes this is not sufficient for our requirements. So we need to go for other types. Other types are chargeable. Other types are chargeable, guys. Is it clear? instance families. Instance families. Here we have several families are available. Instance families, several families are available, right? And family members are available, guys. Right, see here. Instance types are family members. Instance types are family members, guys. Right, see here. If you go with t2.nano, t2.nano I'm going to choose. t2.nano I'm going to choose. With this t2.nano, what you are going to get, guys? What you are going to get, observe carefully. 0.5 you are going to get. At 0.5 and 1 CPU. 1 CPU and 0.5 you are getting. If you go with the T2.medium, 4 GB RAM and 2 CPUs you are going to get. In T2.large also 2 CPUs, 8 GB, right? So in T2.nano, you choose T2.nano, what we are going to get, guys? 0.5 GB, 0.5 GB RAM you are going to get, and 1 CPU you are going to get. 1 CPU you are going to get. Next, T2.micro. T2.micro. With this T2.micro, what you are going to get here? 1 GB RAM I am going to get. 1 GB RAM I am going to get, and 1 CPU I am going to get. Right, next one what? T2.nano micro, T2.small. T2.small. With this, what you are going to get? 2 GB. 2 GB RAM you are going to get, and right, CPU, guys. CPU, what? How many CPUs you are going to get? Right, small means one only you are going to get. Also, we are going to one. Right. Next, T2.medium. 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 With this, what we are going to get? 4 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM, and 2 CPUs. Right. Next, T2.large. T2.large. With this, what you are going to get? T2.large means 8 GB. 8 GB RAM you are going to get, and 8 GB RAM you are going to get, and how many CPUs? For a large means 2 only you are getting. Right, next T2.extra large. Extra large. Here what you are going to get? With extra large 16 GB. With extra large means here how much RAM you are going to get? Extra large 16 GB you are going to get. 16 GB. Right, and CPUs 4. CPUs 4 you are going to get. Right. So next T2 double extra large. For this, what you are going to get? 32 GB. 32 GB you are going to get. 32 GB RAM you are going to get, and right, 8 CPUs you are going to get. So like this we are going to get. Right, here by default, at the time of creating EC2 instance, we will get T2.micro. Here T2.micro is the free tier eligible. Free tier eligible. This is free tier eligible T2.micro. Right, but for our requirements, sometimes this T2.micro is not sufficient. Then we need to go for other types. We need to go for other types, guys. Here T2 is a family, right? Nano, micro, small, all these things are the family members, guys. Here T2 is a family. T2 is a family. T2 is a family. Nano, micro, small, right? Medium. All these are the family members. All these are the family members, guys. And here by default, you will get T2 dot micro. By default, we will get T2 dot micro as a pre-tier eligible. By default, we will get T2 dot micro as a pre-tier eligible, guys. Guys, please have a look into this.
GB the max, or does it go beyond?
Yeah, here that is only that family member is the last, right? Extra large, double extra large. In our stats, do we have more than the double extra large? When we go for our ready-made shirts, double extra large, I think that is the last one, right? Here double extra large is the last one here.
So there are other families.
Yeah, based on your requirement. If you want, you can go for other families also. How they are charging, we need to check, and we need to go for that. No, right? In T3 also 32 only max. In A1 also 32 only max. And in C4 we have 60. In C5 we have 72, 96, 144, 192. In C5 they are providing some storages also, additional storages also they are providing in C5. In T2 and all those things they are not providing any additional storages, but here they are providing some storages also. Storage type is in the form of SSD they are providing. Here they are given some pricings also, guys. If you go with on-demand Linux pricing, hourly how they will charge they have given. Suppose if you go with T2.medium, how they will charge hourly. And for T2.medium, how they will charge hourly. See, guys, at 0.0496 USD per hour. 0.0496 USD per hour, guys. $1 USD, 1.2 USD, 1.4, 1.8, 16 USD per hour. Right, 1.53, 2.0. Like yeah. Here how they will charge. For Linux pricing is different, and here Windows pricing also changed, guys. See, for T2.medium, Linux pricing is 0.0496 USD per hour, but coming to Windows, 0.0676 USD per hour. See here, network performance also they have given low to moderate, guys, for all these things. Low to moderate. And here up to 5 gigabit network performance also they have given high performance. Right. So based on these configurations and all, whatever you want, you can choose those things, guys. Right. Next, If you go with these instances, here instance state is available. Instance state is available. What are the different states are available in this instance, guys? Instance states. What states are available? Whenever we have created the Linux virtual machine, initially it will show in pending state. Initially it will show in pending state. Later it will come to running state, guys. Suppose if you create any virtual machine, at the beginning it will show in pending state, means it is processing. Still it is creating, not yet completed. And at that time it will show in pending state. Once that instance is got created, it will come to running state. Running state, guys. Later, if you want, you can stop. If you want, you can start. If you want, you can terminate. If you want, you can reboot also. Let's see, we have multiple options. Suppose here I am going to select this EC2 instance and go to this actions. Here instance state is available. Instance state, start, stop, reboot, terminate, hibernate mode. See guys, multiple states are available. Multiple states are available. When you click on start, it will come to running state. Right? When you click on stop, it will come to stopped state. When you click on reboot, right, automatically it will reboot, restart the instance, guys. Terminate means it will terminate the instance. That instance is no longer available after this. Okay, guys, these are the different states we have. Instance states. Instance states. Instance states. What instance states are available? What instance states are available, guys? Right here. Here, first we are going to launch the instance. Launch the instance. Second, right, once you launch the instance, it will come to running state. Running state. Right here, if you want, you can stop the instance. Right, if you want, you can reboot the instance. You can reboot the instance. You can terminate the instance also. Terminate the instance also. These are the different state, guys. Terminating means destroying. Right, you are removing that instance. Not required. Terminating, that is the right. See, these are the 5 states we have, guys. Launch state, running state, stop state, reboot, terminate. See, guys, here you can see. Here you can see, guys. And here, go to actions. Go to actions, instance state. See, suppose now this Sonar server, Linux virtual machine, Jenkins master server, dev server, Jenkins slave, all these are in stop. Stop state, guys. Stopped. All these are stopped, guys. Now I have selected this one. Go to this actions. Here, instance state. I'm going to click on start. If you click on start, it will come to running state. It will come to running state. See, guys, initially pending. It is preparing. See, pending, guys. Pending to running, it will come. Directly, it won't come to running. But we need to wait until getting the running state. Then only we can start work with that instance. See, guys, now running state. Now this EC2 instance is in running state. Right now, if you want to stop this, select this, go to actions, right, go to this instance state, click on stop. If you want, you can stop. If you want, you can terminate also. Stop and terminate, anything you can do. Click on stop. See, guys, for Sonar server, for every instance, one unique instance ID will be created. Instance type, I have selected T2.medium. T2.medium I have choose. Right? Why, guys? Just now I told, right, to run the Sonar, 2 GB space is required, 2 GB RAM is required. Right? That's why here I have selected T2.medium. Availability zone, guys. AP South 1A. AP South 1A, guys. Mumbai region. In Mumbai region, we have 3 availability zones are available, 1A, 1B, 1C. I have created this instance in 1A zone. At the time of creating the instance, you can choose on which zone you want to create. Under which zone you want to create the instance, you can choose at the time of creating the instance. Right, guys? Instance ID, instance name, instance ID, instance type, availability zone, instance state. Right, guys? For that instance, which key pair you used? My Linux key I have used. My Linux key I have used, guys. When you created this instance, launch time October 14th. 14th I have created this. 14th. See, guys, for this which security group we used? Default security group or custom security group? I have used my own custom security group at here. We'll discuss how to create the custom security groups and all those things we'll discuss, guys. Here I will talk. Under network and securities, security groups are available. At that time, I will explain how to create the custom security groups and all. Right, guys? See, guys, we need to discuss all these things, guys. We need to discuss here left side, whatever it is showing. All these things we need to discuss. To complete all these things, I am going to spend next 1 week on this EC2 instance only. All these things we need to discuss. Images, what is AMIs, how to create the custom AMIs, what is Elastic Block Store, what is volumes, what is snapshot, lifecycle managers, networks and securities. Networks and securities, what is security groups, what is key page, what is Elastic IPs, right, load balancing, right, target groups, auto scaling groups, all these things we need to discuss. To complete all these things, minimum 1 week is required. In left side, whatever it is showing, everything we are going to discuss, guys. Is this clear? See, guys, whenever you have created the instance, you will get IP addresses, guys. You will get IP addresses. See, let me start this. Let me start the instance. You can see the details below. You can see the details below. Description. Let's see, guys. Below you can see all the details. This is the instance ID, instance name, Sonar server. See, private IP. Private IP, guys. This private IP is fixed. It won't get changed. Whenever you have created the instance, total 3 IPs are available. One is private IP, public IP, right, Elastic IP. Right, we'll discuss what is Elastic IP. Let's see, guys. This private IP is the fixed one. It won't get varied. It won't get changed, guys. Whenever I restarted the instance, at that time, private IP won't get changed. That is fixed. But public IP, whenever you restart the server, whenever you stop and start the server, public IP keep on will change, guys. That is not static. That is not fixed. Every time that public IP will get changed. But private IP is fixed only. Private IP is fixed only. And when we will go for private IPs, if you are in right, same network location, let's see here, Sonar server, Linux virtual machine, both are in same network. Both are in same network. Both are available in same AP South 1A zone only. Both are available in AP South 1A zone only. If these two persons wants to communicate each other, then which network they want to use, which IP they want to use, private IP. Why? Because both are in same network. Right? Sonar server and Linux virtual machine both are in same server. Then they want to connect to each other. They need to use private IP. Private IP, guys. Right here, Sonar server is available. I want to connect with Sonar server from my laptop. Right? The Sonar server is available in right, AP South 1A zone. AP South 1A zone. Right? I am sitting in Bangalore location. From Bangalore, I want to connect with the Sonar server. From Bangalore, from my laptop, from my home, I want to connect with the Sonar server. Then I need to go for public IP. Whenever you have created the instance, you will get public IP and private IP. Private IP is fixed. It won't get changed. At the time of creating, right, it will give one private IP that is static. It won't get changed. Right? But coming to public IP, whenever you restart the instance, automatically the public IPs will get changed every time. Those public IPs are not fixed. Private IPs we will use for internal purpose, guys. Same network, if they want to communicate each other, then they need to use private IPs. From outside of the network, if you want to connect, then we need to go for public IPs. Is it clear, guys? what we discussed in today's session. What is EC2 instance? What is EC2 instance? What instance types are available? What are the different instance types are available? On-demand instances, reserved instances, spot instances, dedicated instances. Next, what instance families are available? Families. Right here, T2.nano, T2.micro, T2.small. Right here, T2 is the family. Nano, micro, small, medium, large, extra large, double extra large. These are the family members. Right here, how much RAM you will get, how many CPUs you will get with those, and everything I mentioned it here. Next here, instance states, guys. Instance states. And when you create right, if you want to create any instance, launch instance state we need to go. Next, once that instance is created, it will come to running state. If you want right, stop for that instance, we need to go for that stop. If you want reboot is there, terminate is there. These are the different states we have in instances. Is it clear, guys?
What's the stop and terminate?
Stop means again tomorrow again you can start this. Terminate means that instance completely you are deleting. Here you can't able to see. See here these are stopped. These are stopped, but still it is showing. Tomorrow you can come, select and start it. But once you terminated, that instance is not available. Completely deleting that instance. You can't able to restart that instance. Terminating means permanently you are removing that instance. Stop means just for timing. Tomorrow once again I will come and I will start and I will use this instance. If you terminate, you can't able to use it. Completely terminated. Hello? Default?
micro is
Yes. There is no free time kind of thing. Right? Once your job is completed, you need to stop it. After 750 hours is completed. Right? This T2.medium is chargeable, guys, but they won't charge much, small, very less amount only. No problem, no problem. Even if they charge also, no problem. For T2.medium, we don't have any free time. For T2.micro, we have free time, but medium, we don't have any free time. Some people will get thousands of rupees also. But just they will send a mail, they will make it zero. No problem. No worry about that billing. Don't worry about that billing. But from you guys, from your end, what you guys need to do, once your job is completed, please stop the instances. Don't keep in running condition. Suppose see here, monthly I am getting 750 hours. Let's see here, total I have 5 instances are there. 5 instances are running 24 hours, guys. I forget to stop all 5 instances. 5 instances are running 24 hours, guys. Like 24 into 5, how much? 24 into 5, how much? Those many hours will get complete in one day. Those many hours will get complete in one day, guys. 5 into 24, 5 missions are running. 5 into 24, how much you will get? That much time will get complete. They are giving 750 hours only per month. If you have only one instance, there is no problem. Even if you forget to stop that instance also, there is no problem. Right? One instance, 24 hours, right? Monthly, 30 days, guys. 30 to 24, how many days, how many hours it will come? It won't come 750 also. For one instance, no issue. But here we have multiple instances. Multiple instances are running. That's why that 750 hours will get complete quickly. So we need to take care of this. Once your job is complete, please stop the instances. Okay, fine. So tomorrow we will continue, guys. Yes, tomorrow I'm going to explain all these things. What is AMIs, how to create the custom AMIs, all these things we will discuss. Right, for today I'm stopping it here. Please go through these notes once. Tomorrow we will continue. Next 1 week I'm going to spend on this EC2 only. Next 1 week I am going to spend on this EC2 only, guys. Okay. Fine. Fine. Tomorrow we will connect. I will share this notes. Please go through these notes once, and we will continue tomorrow. Thank you, guys. I have some meetings. Thank you, guys. I'm stopping.